Senator Barbara Kirkmeyer looked Colorado voters in the eye and said,
So actually, we don't necessarily have a budget shortfall because we do have a constitutional requirement to balance our budget, and we do balance the budget.
But nonpartisan staff told the legislature in March the real number was $1.5 billion.
We don't necessarily have a budget shortfall.
The problem with our budget is it's not balanced. I voted against it 4 years in a row because one day it's balanced, the next day we owe $880 million. That is not a balanced budget.
There were many cuts to Medicaid made this year, most of them smaller, but the big one is that the JBC cut the reimbursement rate for most Medicaid providers, that's the doctors and nurses and therapists that see Medicaid patients in Colorado, by 2%, which will save an estimated almost $100 million. They also moved to limit the spending on a relatively new program to cover immigrant children and pregnant women by capping how many children it will cover, and they also moved the age range down a year. Finally, the JBC made a range of cuts to programs for people with disabilities. Those will have a much smaller dollar impact in terms of savings, but they're strongly opposed by the families who will be affected because they will feel them very acutely.
So actually, we don't necessarily have a budget shortfall, and we do balance the budget.